Hey everyone, Rob here. I'm coming to you today to bring to you 7 CDs that have been on my recently played list. I've listened to a whole lot more CDs than that, but these 7 all share a few things in common, and that's why they made this list. First of all 7 of these go even beyond audiophile quality sound. These are all demo quality. These are the kind of CDs that you would play to impress your friends, or if you're going to have some audiophiles over to listen to your system, these would be the 7 to put on for that very thing. They all have outstanding sound quality and deserve to be played in your system for that reason alone. But that's not all. 5 of these 7 are what I would call perfect CDs in every way. No skippable tracks. Every song can stand on its own ground and truly has a great beginning all the way through to the very end. So, those are some things that they share in common. And then we'll get into some more things that make these a little bit different because I do have some different genres to bring you today. Now, with that said, I have been on this channel since about late December of 2024. And before I even start this video, I have brought to you 118 CDs. And keep in mind, every single one of those CDs has no less than at least, at the very minimum, audiophile sound quality. And at least half or more of those have demonstration quality sound. And I know as an audiophile and a music lover, I really appreciate it when other YouTubers and fellow audiophiles bring those kinds of things to me. And that's what my channel is all about, to share those with you. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with those things said with the first CD I'd like to bring you today. This is one of my very favorite artists of all time. I've been following her since the very early 90s. I've seen her in concert at least 3 or 4 times. Who is that? Well, it is Sarah McLachlan, and this is her CD, Better Broken. This came out this year in 2025. This is Sarah's 10th album, and this was truly a labor of love for Sarah because it took her almost 10 years to put together enough songs to finish this album off. So this is her first release in 9 years. So it has been quite a stretch for Sarah to release any new music. But I've got to tell you, this is one of the very best releases that she's had in many, many years. The singing on this is about the state of the world, providing some relief and release into what we find ourselves in this period of time. These are very soulful ballads, very spellbinding lyrics, and Sarah McLachlan is a fabulous songwriter, and that's very evident on this CD. So, like I said, I would rank this as maybe in the top 3 of my very favorite Sarah releases of all time. So, do check it out if you have not heard it, because it's been released this year, and she has the song Better Broken that has received some airplay. Sarah McLachlan, Better Broken. All right, second on my list today is another of my favorite artists. I have been following this female singer since about 1985. Who am I talking about? Well, this is Suzanne Vega, and this is Flying with Angels. This too came out in 2025, and this is Suzanne's 10th studio album. And just like Sarah, believe it or not, it's been 9 years since Suzanne has released her last CD. So it's been quite a stretch. But anyway, the songs on this Suzanne Vega CD really focus on struggling to survive, communicate, and navigate the complexities of life and the state of politics that we find ourselves in this era. Now, there's a variety of genres on here for her. For instance, there's some folk. You're going to hear some blues, some kind of post-punk sound. There is great lyrical depth combined with Suzanne's signature storytelling style. And Suzanne is truly one of the great gifted storytellers of all time. And her music evokes something that not a lot of artists have the capability of doing. And that is when she is singing, you're able to actually conceptualize and visualize the images of what she is singing about in your mind. And it forms this picture that you can actually visualize. So that is a quality that really Suzanne has that very few other artists are capable of doing. So, anyway, this is another one of the CDs that is going to be on my end of the year list for best of and in the running for album of the year from me. So, do check it out if you've not heard it. This is a great Suzanne Vega release. Flying with Angels. Now, this next group is, I was unfamiliar with them. I was familiar with one of the three singers that actually combined together to form this group. Sarah Jaros was one of the singers on here. I've got two of her other CDs, and they're both outstanding. Both are audiophile quality. There is one of them that's demo quality. But this one right here is very unique. This one here that I'm going to bring to you today is the group I'm With Her, and the title of the CD is Wild and Clear and Blue. This also came out just this year, 2025, and it is one of the three CDs on this list that will be featured on my end of the year list of the best CDs that I've heard, and is also one of the very top CDs that's in running for CD/album of the year. Now, this is three female artists that combined together that collaborated on this album, and that is Sarah Jaros, and I hope I get her name right. If I don't, put it down in the comments and let me know how I messed up. It's Aviv O'Donovan, I think that's her first name, and then Sarah Watkins. Now, these three ladies harmonize and play many instruments on here, and every single one of these three female artists are multi-instrumentalists. They play a variety of different instruments, and boy, do they play their hearts out too. This is truly a knockout album. It's got fabulous vocal harmonies. It's got deep introspective lyrics, some really, truly heartfelt songs on here. This is their second release. They've only released two under the title I'm With Her. And this is truly a contender for my album of the year, because when I heard this, it blew me away. And I got to tell you, some of the harmonies on here rank with some of the very best groups of yesteryear that I consider some of the great harmonies of all time. The Beach Boys, the Beatles, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Fifth Dimension, the Mamas and Papas. I'm With Her ranks with all of those. They can go toe-to-toe with any of those groups when it comes to beautiful, soaring, lilting harmonies. So if you've not heard of them, do give it a try, because this is a perfect CD in every way, no skippable tracks, and has fabulous sound quality. I'm With Her. Now, the next artist on my list I was unfamiliar with, and I owe a great big gratitude of thanks to a subscriber of mine whose name is Dave Roberts, and he brought this artist to my attention. Who am I talking about? Well, this is Nerina Pallot, and if I get her name wrong, correct me. It's either Pallot or Perot, and this is Stay Lucky. Now, this one here came out in 2017. This is a British singer and songwriter. She also is an instrumentalist, so she's multi-talented that way. This is her sixth album, and I got to tell you, she's got a fabulous voice. lilting, soaring vocals, and the quality of her range is nothing short of stunning. When she hits those high notes, you're like, oh my goodness. But anyway, she has there's just this soulfulness to the songs that she sings. Um, she has a lot of emotion. These are wonderful, heartfelt lyrics that she has. And it just kind of blew me away. I wasn't expecting this. So thank you, Dave, for bringing this to my attention because this is truly a wonderful release. And as far as ranking it, I would say it's definitely pop music. It's got a little bit of folk in it. And it's just wonderful. So do give it a try if you're not familiar with Nerina Pallot. Okay, the next group on my list today have been around for quite a while. They have released many, many CDs. This one, however, goes all the way back to 2002. Who am I talking about? Well, this is the Flaming Lips. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots. Now, this is their 10th studio album. This is electronic music, and it features acoustic guitar on it, as well as a kind of hip hop influence as well. Now, the title of it does sound a little, well, strange, but don't let that fool you. This is a fabulous CD. It's got fantastic lyrics, and the songs truly have a lot of meaning and depth behind them. Now, this received critical praise from a lot of reviewers, and it took it a little while because it was a slow build, but over the years, it topped over 1 million in sales and has been one of this group's most successful commercial releases. The lyrics revolve around a lot of love, mortality, a lot of emotion. There's a pacifism on this, as well as deception through Yoshimi's battle with the pink robots. But even that stands for something else rather than just what the title would lead you to believe it does. For instance, a lot of people believe that this is a concept album, but the Flaming Lips group dispelled that. They say this is not a concept album. But when you listen to it, it truly sounds like it could be. But we have to go with what the group said, I guess, on that one. So anyway, there are great chords and melodies on this. There is a clash, really, between man and machines. And about at least 4 or 5 songs on this CD feature that. And that's what that battle really entails, is this battle between man and machines. And in the world we find ourselves in today, that's pretty significant. Anyway, this album also features and focuses on love, survival in the strange, strange world that we find ourselves in today. And it's just as poignant and heartfelt today as it was way back 23 years ago. So anyway, do give this a try if it has not been on your playlist or you're not familiar with it, because even beyond the title of this release, it is excellent music. The Flaming Lips. Okay, our next to the last release. This is a group that has only one release. This is the only thing they ever did, and this goes back all the way to 2003, in the early 2000s. Who am I talking about? Well, this is the Postal Service, Give Up. Now, the lead singer on this is Ben Gibbard, and as soon as you hear his voice, even if you're not familiar with this band, you're going to think, wait a minute, I've heard that voice before. I know that voice, and I've heard it many times. And you're right. He is the lead singer of Death Cab for Cutie. Now, on this release, Ben Gibbard actually collaborated with a guy by the name of Tombrello. I think I got that right. If I didn't, put it down in the comments. But anyway, these two actually corresponded back and forth and didn't actually sit down beside each other for quite a while. But they both had ideas and thoughts about how to release an album. And both of them together collaborated and came up with the band, the Postal Service. So this is a one and done. You're not going to see any other release other than this one. But I've got to tell you, if you like or love Death Cab for Cutie, you're going to love this because it could very easily be right off of any one of their albums. Ben Gibbard has this voice that's calming, it's soothing, it's kind of got this quality to it that relaxes you. You just kind of sit back and just chill. So he's got that capability of kind of grounding the music with his vocals in that respect. Anyway, there are some other musicians on this. There were really about 4 musicians that collaborated together for the Postal Service. In addition to Ben and Tombrello, there is, let's see, I think her name is Jenny Lewis and Jen Wood. So you'll hear some female vocals on this, and those two provide those. Anyway, there is a combination of indie rock on this. There is electronic music, and it's just cool, clean synths to some wonderful lyrics, wonderful singing, and it's songs of love, fame, and friendship all at work on here. So this is really a perfect CD in every respect. There's no skippable tracks. It has phenomenal sound quality. It is demo quality all the way, just wonderful stuff. So if you've not heard of the Postal Service and you like Death Cab for Cutie, do give them a try. This is a great group, the Postal Service. All right, last release for today. This is another artist that I was unfamiliar with, but he's been around for a while. This is his 20th release, thus the title of his album. Who am I talking about? Well, this is Brian Culberson, XX. Now, the XX stands for 20, and that's the Roman numeral for 20 because this is his 20th album. This is really a genre-bending release by Brian. He's got, it's a kind of a mind-bending ride of funk, of some soul. There is instrumentals. There's some pop-sounding tracks on this. There's some slow jams. There are some vocals on this. You'll hear elements of jazz on this. Lots of horns and plenty of funk because this release is just downright funky. So anyway, this is just pure fun. It's pure upbeat fun and truly a joy to listen to. So if you're really wanting something to kind of lift you up out of the doldrums, having a bad day, or maybe just a little depressed, put this on. This is wonderful. This is kind of one of those CDs that I would liken to Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, or maybe Katrina and the Waves, right? Walking on Sunshine. It has that ability to lift you up. Every track is wonderful. Some are more dance related songs. Others are just more funk, a little bit of jazz in it, and it's just fun. It's really kind of hard to categorize anyway because it's a mixture of genres all the way through. So no skippable tracks on this. Perfect CD, fantastic sound quality. Do give it a listen if you've not heard of Brian Culberson. This is a great release. Okay, that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and believe me, I greatly appreciate all of you tuning in, taking time out of your day to watch my videos. It's very important. In order for me to do what I do and bring these videos to you, I need your support. I need you to give me a like and subscribe if you liked what you heard, if this helped you, maybe benefited your ability to collect CDs, collect music, and maybe find some great sounding CDs that are going to really make your system shine. So anyway, that's about it for today. So take care, and until next time, happy music listening.